Genesis of the Remnant LDS Church, a proclamation and invitation to the faithful. Part 2. In keeping with the foregoing statements of Brother Israel, it is our determined resolve to honor the historic pattern and to uphold the law as set forth in the Doctrine and Covenants by calling upon the Senior, ch. Volume 3, pp. 217-218 and see also D and C 104-4-7 among us to provide interim leadership in preparation for divine guidance toward further organization. This is in harmony with inspired counsel received at, or directed to, previous conferences, and with the recommended restructuring to accept and to honor the presiding leadership of a Council of High Priests, D and C 122-10. We believe, and we hereby testify, that the time has fully come and we are under judgment to heed the counsel the Lord has given us. It is our intention to devote ourselves with new resolve to obeying the articles and covenants of the faith. C. D. and C. 1-5, 17-13, 25, 41-1, 42-4, 5a, b, 58-4e, 90-3b, c, 137-6, and 140-5 is illustrative of countless others. We intend to carry on, and we extend the invitation to all who are of like heart and mind, young and old, priesthood and member alike, to join with us in a faithful response to revive and restore, such as is in our power and authority, while confidently awaiting direction from our Lord which will set His church fully in order once again. Prophets and seers have looked longingly to these latter days and for a faithful remnant who will covenant to keep all the commandments of God, that the kingdom of heaven may come. D and C 65-1f. The following summarizes the direction in which we believe ourselves called to proceed. 1. Reaffirm our commitment to the original purpose and intent of the conferences of restoration elders while expressing our grave concern for any compromise which diminishes their validity under the law. 2. Stand fully behind and for the statement of faith and doctrine approved by the 1993 Conference of Restoration Elders, issue number 16, Tidings of Zion, as our foundational position regarding succession, reorganization and the role of the Melchizedek priesthood. 3. Formally acknowledge as spiritual guidance for present conditions the inspired counsel prepared for the 1997 Conference of Restoration Elders, as recommended by an overwhelming majority of active high priests and patriarchs, and printed in issue number 22, 1997, of Tidings of Zion, and a message of invitation and admonition, as printed in issue number 29, 1998, of Tidings of Zion. 4. Urge recognition of the lawful role of faithful high priests to select a temporary council to provide interim leadership for guiding and renewing the church. Request the body of high priests to choose an appropriate number from within their ranks to provide for a chairman, 2 counselors, and not less than 7 additional brethren to form said council of high priests. 5. Recognizing that a legal name is necessary to function under the laws of the state and nation, and in accordance with the guidance of President Israel A. Smith as quoted above, the name, Remnant Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, will be used for identification and legal purposes, and as a means of emphasizing succession from the 1830 and 1852 to 1860 organizations. 6. Formulate the means for assembling faithful Melchizedek priesthood to work toward and prepare for a conference, at the earliest appropriate time and place, which will provide for the inclusion of both Aaronic priesthood and the membership to act on behalf of the Church in legislative capacity. 7. Send forth far and wide a report of the outcome of the foregoing assembly, and extend an invitation to members, groups and branches to take their place, under the law, in the renewal and reconstruction of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as we await further divine guidance and the coming of a prophet president. Yours in the bonds of Christ, Jake F. Simmons, Conrad R. Falk, R. J. Mendel, Fred N. Larson, James L. Rogers, David W. Bowerman, Rodney Williams, Steve R. Church, Ernie L. Schenk, Jesse J. Boss C. Houston, Hobart, Roger C. Galt.